This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Bucks looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Milwaukee. You look at the Nuggets. They had a lot of momentum right now, playing well and looking very good.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
Well, how could you? They're a team that's actually feared at this point, and that is legit. They go into every single game, no matter who's the opponent, and they expect to win.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Craig in at the two-guard spot.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Now about midway through the season, a couple teams starting to slide. And they're desperate to turn things around.
But does that mean, Kevin, desperate means you've got to make a bunch of changes, or do you go back to some of the things that had you in a position where we were talking about you in a positive manner?
Well, you want to remember your mission statement, don't you? You know, what did we begin the season with?
Right. What did we come out of training camp?
Yes.
What was our mantra coming out of training camp? And maybe late November into early December, we won 7 of 10 games. Well, guess what? Break out that film. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's show some of the highlights of what we're capable of doing.
Go back to what we wanted to be.
And then bring it into the next game and show that you're capable of doing it again.
Agreed.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Now here's Millsap. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Up top, Brogdon. He's covered by Murray. Here's Bledsoe, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
And Bledsoe, difficult to handle when he's going up to shoot. He finds his way to get the defense to foul him. Such a good, strong point guard.
First one falls for him.
Eric Bledsoe is accustomed to playing alongside some other great playmakers in Kentucky. He was with John Wall with the Clippers. He was with Chris Paul. In Phoenix, they had 3-guard lineups. So that ought to help out as they continue to get great chemistry. Giannis and Eric Bledsoe could be a devastating duo.
Bledsoe hits them both. Well, Eric Bledsoe, as you mentioned, Brent, accustomed to playing on or off the ball.
Well, that helps a little bit with some of the new offensive schemes that Mike Budenholzer is putting into place. He's got that huge wingspan, which he can always bogart a guy defensively. He's a nice fit on the Bucks roster, and he's a good build around that length.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Poked loose. Shot clock at 5. Off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Here's Antetokounmpo. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
It's been a slow start here for Denver. 6-point game. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
Now Bledsoe following the 3-point attempt by Jamal Murray. 4 on the clock over Murray. And it's Denver with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And the difference on that night, their ability to knock down triples.
Well, if you choose your shots wisely and then they start to go down, it just builds up confidence. There's a huge cachet of that in this game, and once that happened, they just rolled it out.
So it's Denver now, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Craig kicks to Hernangomez. Here's Millsap. Here's Jokic. Millsap trying to get open, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Cans it from downtown.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Murray, the pass to Craig. Back to Murray. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Now, hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint. And you think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
That one is no good.
What improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league. Went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 5 points in the game. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. They need this one. Craig can't get it to go.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And Brent, you think about Paul Millsap, not a top 10 draft pick, not even taken in the first round.
Yeah, how about that? 47th pick in the second round, and nothing really has been handed to Paul Millsap. He's earned every bit of it, and that's why even to this day he plays with a chip on his shoulder.
All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. The Bucks #1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Murray kicks to Hernangomez. Denver passing it around. There's the pass to Craig. Denver gets it back. Right wing. Six on the shot clock. Back to Murray. Poked loose. Stolen by Bledsoe. The finish. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Eric Bledsoe, if you're that athletic on the offensive end, why not on the D?
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Jokic. They need this. Lopez with the block. And he recovers it. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Milwaukee leading by 12. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Said the key to this game is how much they can limit the quality looks inside. He said when you're playing a team like this, you don't stand a chance if you give them easy shots down low. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And Denver has possession following the miss by Brook Lopez. Millsap finds Hernan Gomez. Back to Millsap. Just 5 to shoot. That's tipped. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 7. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And the layup's good off the glass. Hernan Gomez has got his first points in this one.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Murray against Bledsoe. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
First free throw is good. You love a good mid-range game. We don't see it that much, but I know you have a couple guys you think have a pretty strong mid-range game.
You know, Chris Paul still has dominated the mid-range, Kevin. It was interesting because him joining the Houston Rockets, who it's all about threes and layups. Daryl Morey, I think, recognized we need somebody that can come off the pick and roll and make those kind of plays happen, not only at the rim for Capella, but shoot it himself. So Chris Paul still dominates in the mid-range. Kawhi Leonard has shown some skills at the mid-range. Even though last year, obviously, just 9 games, he's still a dangerous weapon. It'll be interesting to see if that's still part of his arsenal for this season. And then C.J. McCollum has been one of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the Portland Trail Blazers over the past couple of seasons.
Gets it down to single digits. 6 points for Jokic.
Well, the skill set is there. Jokic, very tough cover for a lot of centers in the league because of how unique he is.
Timeout called, the Bucks. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Trey Lyles checked in for Denver. Malik Beasley comes in for Torrey Craig. Nuggets on D. They trail by 9 points from the baseline. Shots good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 7 points in the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Over Murray. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Denver the other way. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Defended by Middleton. Here's Murray. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Now here's Bledsoe. He has 7. Lopez passes to Middleton. Back to Lopez. Bledsoe taking his time here. 4 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Over to the left wing. Here's Jokic. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Murray. Antetokounmpo. Basket good. He's got 12.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Out to the right wing. Here's Murray. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Well, Jamal Murray, you can't start much younger than Jamal did at age 3. He reportedly could play basketball for hours on end. Where's the nap time, Kevin? Where is the nap time?
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. There really isn't a time in Murray's life that he wasn't great at this game.
No, in Canada, just such a great career in Ontario. Played alongside, actually, Thon Maker. And then 1 year at Kentucky. Who doesn't have 1 year at Kentucky? Drafted 7th overall. And what an amazing fit that he's still pointing up and improving. One of the game's more deadly shooters right now.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Here's Morris. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And Plumlee kicks to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Teardrop shot. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
I don't think you ever expect to carve out such a big lead early on in a game like this, but let's see if they can maintain momentum.
Denver calls timeout. And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. The one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
And the Bucks making a change here. Wilson's checked in. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything stands out west. You look at Denver. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And checking out Denver, tied up with them.
And I think for Denver, got to be one of the feel-good stories of this NBA season. Not many people were talking about them coming into the start of the year.
No doubt about it. They're one of the top teams everyone's talking about, top to bottom. Everyone in the organization, that means front office, coaches, players, just done an outstanding job this season.
Hill passes to Wilson. It's back to Hill. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hill's got his first 2 points of the night.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Murray, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. Morris looking over the floor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Last season, Brent, the addition of two-way contracts, does that make developing players in the G League even more valuable than it was before?
I believe last year, Kevin, that almost 50% of the players in the league, and it might have been a smidge more, had some kind of G League experience.
It's terrific.
And that's phenomenal.
Yes.
We're almost close to the 30 for 30 affiliation in the G League. You saw a success story last year in Quinn Cook coming up and getting a contract with the Warriors. This is awesome for the league. They've also upped the minimum contract for G League players to $35,000. All of these signs and the way that teams are using the G League, extremely positive, Kevin.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Interesting, Kevin. I got drafted by the Nuggets, never played there. They drafted me 15th overall back in the 1995 draft and then shipped me out. I would have been a much better skier, by the way.
Now here's Ilyasova. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wilson. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Here's Murray. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Unloads. Rebound by Ilyasova.
You just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Murray. Connaughton passes to Hill. Doesn't go that time.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
And here is Murray. He has 7. It's Beasley on the wing. Murray kicks to Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll return shortly. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Murray. Isles out there with Beasley. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Morris in at the point. With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. The Nuggets in second. Fifth best, the Bucks.
These two teams have really passed the ball well all season. They share it, they move it. It's really a pleasure to watch how they approach the game.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, Ilyasova with the height of a big man. He's very much at ease and has a great release.
Denver making a switch here. Craig's checked in. And both free throws good for Ilyasova. The Nuggets trail by 14. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed center Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown. That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game." He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Hill against Morris. Pass to Connaughton. To the paint. Pulls up. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. Ilyasova's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Knocked loose. Here's Connaughton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Excellent D there from Beasley.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Dishes it to Morris. Back to Beasley. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And let's take a quick look at some stats for Morris. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Here's Connaughton, covered by Beasley. The kick out to Hill. Pass to Snell. Outside Wilson. From outside the arc. No good from Connaughton.
Well, he definitely forced that shot, guys. He had plenty of time to adjust himself and kick the ball out and look for a better shot. Have to give credit to the defense there, too.
Here's Connaughton. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And the pass to Ilyasova. Snell from outside. Connects from three-point range. Snell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. Brogdon, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic is checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Trey Lyles. And it's Juan Hernangomez in for Beasley. Now here's Bledsoe. He has 7. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Pass to Craig. They need this one. Hits the three-point bomb. Craig's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Morris passes to Craig. Morris with the ball. Passes it to Jokic. The three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And the contested three is not your objective. One more, maybe.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
Now here's Bledsoe. 7 points in the game. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Tough to match up with Eric Bledsoe. He's incredible at slicing up the D, especially using the bounce.
And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. Former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
You look at Paul Millsap's career and just how much has changed from being the role player in Utah and scoring around the basket to becoming part of that great run in Atlanta where he expanded his game to the three-point line. Now that scoring and that rebounding is a huge part of what they need here in Denver.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And talking Millsap, you really do know what you're going to get from him year in and year out.
Yeah, it's super consistent, and it goes beyond the stats. He plays with great passion. He's tough. He wants to win basketball games, and that desire shows up every night. The interesting thing is about Paul Millsap being a carrier for this ball club. It's a role he's still getting used to.
Good on the second free throw.
Now, Paul Millsap pretty steady throughout his career from the free throw line. Struggled a bit last year. Let's see if he can stay on pace for this campaign.
Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez against Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic. The Bucks have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. First one falls for him.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And there's always pressure when you have a superstar player, Brent. And the Bucks are trying to capitalize on that window right now.
And I think Giannis, even though he's young, understands that great players are judged on how far they can push their teams. What type of postseason success can the Milwaukee Bucks have around what it is that Giannis can bring to the table? He wants to retire in a Bucks uniform. He's said that before, but winning makes that decision a lot easier. And maybe with the coaching change, they'll get there.
And so here's Denver. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the defense better look up and say thanks. Leaving guys that wide open is not a recipe for success.
Here's Brogdon, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, scoring through a pretty good hit right there is Malcolm Brogdon. Here's an N1 opportunity. Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
Well, Brogdon, only the 4th player in NBA history, Brent, to shoot over 40% from long range in his first season in the league.
Well, he adapted pretty quickly to the step back and longer distance of the NBA three-point line. He was also smart enough to be selective with it. Had a tremendous year.
Now, Jokic, 8 points for him. Clock at 6. Here's Morris. Shoots.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Middleton looking it over. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bledsoe against Morris. Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. And again, Denver no good.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Bledsoe, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
They get it back, and that one's good. Jokic has got 10 points.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Here's Bledsoe, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now, here's Jokic. 23 points for him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the basket by Paul Millsap. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Floats one. Millsap grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 21. Craig kicks to Morris. Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 6 points for Millsap.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 16.
Man, defensively so tough to make a decision. What do you want to stop? You come off the pick, Giannis can pass, he can finish. It can really cause you to hesitate.
Here's Morris. And Jokic wide open, he shoots, and Denver again with the bucket.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Chris Middleton. averaging 17 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
And he can't get the first one.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Bucks. Hill comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Nuggets also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Malik Beasley comes in for Torrey Craig. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. And he sinks the second.
And Bledsoe, man, such a good, efficient combo guard. He can score, he can pass, he can rebound. What a tough cover.
Now here's Beasley. He had 15 points last outing. Murray against Bledsoe. Now here's Murray. From deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Friday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And that one against the Raptors. This is what the fans have been wanting to see. Two of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Nuggets third.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And the first one at the line is good. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And Denver with a change here, too. Trey Lyles checked in for Nikola Jokic. Lopez hits them both. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Murray surveying the D. Lyles. Outside for Murray. Off target with his three.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
The Nuggets trail by 21. 1:19 left now here in the second. And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Murray, over Hill, and that one goes long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Denver shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Beasley, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Beasley's got his first basket of the night.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
And it's Hill penetrating right through the D for the layup. And the Bucks lead by 21.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Now here's Beasley. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like that penetration there. Murray getting to the cup with great quickness.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Free throw good, Murray.
Man, what a luxury if Murray can play both guard positions. A perfect blend of shrewd passing and some fearless shooting.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. And so Murray nails both of them. Bucks leading by 19. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here is Antetokounmpo. 18 points for him. Right side Hill. 6 on the shot clock. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
The rhythm and timing right there, impeccable, and the experience of George Hill to recognize when to shoot off of the pass.
And so it's Milwaukee holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You know the Greek Freak. Every year, he seems to take a step forward. The shot looks better, his body is filled out, and he can bang inside whenever he wants to. But what really impressed me in the first half was his leadership. And he controlled the game, and he controlled his teammates.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. It's an 18-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Bledsoe is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Here's Murray after Eric Bledsoe's score. Jokic passes to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Milwaukee leading by 18.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
Here's Craig. He's guarded by Brogdon. Craig kicks to Hernan Gomez. Jokic passes to Murray. Top of the key. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Brogdon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You don't want to be careless around any point guard in the league. This time it's Brogdon, and he's capable of drawing that foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Two shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, Brogdon being the rookie of the year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who could play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
And so he makes both from the line. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Bledsoe against Murray. Here's Jokic. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jokic has got 14.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe against Murray. Middleton outside. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Middleton. 8 points for Brook Lopez.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Murray, the pass to Hernan Gomez. They get a hand on it. Millsap looking it over. Over Middleton. And again, it's Denver.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Brogdon, he's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Nikola Jokic. 9th in assists. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Now here's Murray. He's got 16. Down low, Jokic. Lopez with the block, and they're able to recover. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Murray against Bledsoe. Inside. In the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Coaching staff has to like that ball movement, and it began with Bledsoe.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Murray kicks to Jokic. Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Brogdon. Lopez against Jokic. The drive by Lopez. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lopez has got 10.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Bledsoe against Murray. Here's Craig. And not sure what he was thinking there. And the call up against Jokic. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. DJ Wilson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Bucks leading by 21. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Jokic with the steal. Here's Morris. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. And that one drops for him. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Murray right now just on a roll, scoring at will on the offensive end.
It's tipped. Millsap with the steal. Morris against Middleton. Morris inside. Passes it to Craig. Milwaukee with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic is... Here's Craig. Antetokounmpo defending. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Brogdon inside the line. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 10.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Denver. Brogdon against Murray. To the right side. Jokic. And it's good off the back rim and in. Jokic has got 18 points in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Murray against Brogdon. Murray outside. Stolen by Wilson. Fast break, Milwaukee. Brogdon leading the charge.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Morris kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him. The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. And a switcher also for Denver. Plumlee's checked in. Beasley against Middleton. Beasley outside. Back to Jokic. Just 3 to shoot. Over Middleton. Jokic, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Well, with Jokic, even the organization admits when they drafted him, they did not envision this kind of production. I mean, really has been off the charts. You think about the trade that they made to clear the way for Jokic to be the defined center and what he's done with that. His team has been off to the races offensively with the way he handles the point center position.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. And talking about Jokic, even his teammates are in awe, Brent, of his playmaking.
Yeah, even the veteran Mike Miller said last year that it's made the team so hard to guard because it's a weapon really that no other team has. And of course, we've seen great passers, Marc Gasol, DeMarcus Cousins. They have the ability, but the offense is not structured around the things that Jokic can do.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Connaughton, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Murray outside. And it's good for two.
And working on that upper body strength, Plumlee has a great build and is converting through contact.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Now here's Ilyasova. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The Nuggets trail by 20. Beasley outside. The pass to Murray. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And Murray showing some smarts right there, some good patience in that pick and roll.
Connaughton kicks to Ilyasova. It's Hill on the wing. Pass to Wilson. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Murray. And again, the Bucks miss.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Top of the key, Lyles. Hill against Morris. Passes to Murray. Puts it up from 15. Here's Lyles. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now here's Wilson. 7 points in the game. Hill against Wyatt. And the basket by Hill.
The long strides of George Hill helping him gain some ground to take advantage of, and slices to the rim and scores.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Morris. .151 left to play in the third. Hernangomez passes to Lyles. Murray outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
Hill against Lyles. Hill kicks to Snell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, you look at George Hill's game, and he doesn't wow you in any way, but he's a complete basketball player. Strong outside shooter, but might be most valuable defensively. Often regarded as one of the best defensive guards in the league.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Hill. And with Hill and his defense, perhaps what is best about it is that he can guard, Greg, both guard positions, and that makes him valuable.
Yeah, and that flexibility gives a coach and his lineup so much leeway. Hill has a great wingspan, about 6'9", and can be very disruptive defensively. Very good at fighting through screens to stick with his assignments as well.
Well, George Hill is a gear-shifting, versatile guard and has some size and a good perimeter defender with that length.
And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got his second basket of the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Hill against Murray. Free throw line jump shot. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 7 rebounds in the game. Murray the pass to Lyles. To the inside. Beasley with the steal. Bucket is good. Beasley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Hill. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it to Snell. Here's Connaughton, covered by Beasley. 4 on the clock. Here's Lopez. Hits the three-point bomb. Lopez has got 13 points.
He can play very well away from the basket. Lopez has the kind of range that not many 7-footers possess, and it's a great asset for a big man in today's game.
Now working the angles there, geometry class in session. Nice dish for the open look.
And so it's Milwaukee, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Denver, Murray out there with Beasley. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 spot. Now here is Hill. Pass to Snell. The 3 ball. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Snell's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bucks. The Nuggets trail by 17. Murray outside. Out to the wing. Beasley for 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here is Hill. Lopez inside, working on Plumlee. Lopez, no luck. Here's Beasley. It's deflected.
Ilyasova not known for his defense, but with the length he has on those arms of his, he got to the ball.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The pass to Snell. That one, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They trail by 14. Here's Plumlee, and it's sent back by Lopez. Beasley with the steal. They're running, pushing it up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Great focus from Murray. Really sticking it to the D right there with the tough and one.
And with the playmaking in Denver's front court, point guard Jamal Murray is free to hunt his shot. Very comfortable playing off the ball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. Free throw good, Murray. And you look at Jamal Murray's assist numbers, he's more like a two-guard.
Well, he's kind of a combo, 6'4", 6'5"-ish, but you can't have enough shooting, and he's got a quick trigger.
Pass to Snell. Lets it go from 11, and he hits the jump shot. And the Bucks lead by 13. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Murray kicks to Millsap. Over onto Tacumbo. Tries again. Here's Plumlee. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Plumlee with some nice D. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Craig. Down low. Murray dishes to Millsap. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Millsap. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Bucks leading by 9. Bledsoe outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Tearaway warm-ups have long been a feature of the NBA. But last season, the new tearaway jerseys, they just kept ripping apart.
The old uniform malfunction, Kevin, last year. Yeah, maybe.
You even had a couple malfunctions, and that was odd.
Well, the tie, bad tie.
Yeah.
I always have bad ties.
Well,
I think they're looking back at the material choices for what they're doing. So maybe there'll be some subtle changes into this year. But it was interesting in the early part of last year. A lot of guys with a finger underneath the arm and pulling away a jersey and ripped away. So maybe the supplier will do something about the fabric this year.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Tony Snell. And a switcher also for Denver. Jokic is checked in. And the second free throw, good. So it's Denver now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Back to Jokic. To the inside. Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 25 points for Jamal Murray.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
I just think it was a matter of getting recomposed, altering their game plan just a little bit. They look completely in sync now.
Now here's Lopez. Bledsoe outside. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Bledsoe determined it didn't matter where the D was on that particular possession, and that's a tough shot there.
Antetokounmpo against Millsap. Wide open look here for Murray. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Murray. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Craig. Off target with his three.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, there's some good length for Brogdon, and that helped him maybe get over the top and make that contested shot.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Jokic against Lopez. From deep. Craig can't get it to go. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Denver's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. Murray with it. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
There's the pass to Craig. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. To the middle and stolen by Murray. Here's Craig. The Nuggets with another miss.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 26 points.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
To the wing right side. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Now here's Bledsoe. Back to Middleton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's why Middleton gets the respect from the teammates here. Adept at getting to the free throw line and attacking the inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Middleton.
The versatility Middleton offers up is exceptional. A capable defender, a good scorer, an effective shooter. Those are the kind of switchblade players that coaches love.
Middleton hits them both. The Nuggets trail by 16. Pass to Craig. He kicks to Millsap. Jokic high post. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. And no good that time. Great D that time from Middleton. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Murray kicks to Craig. Back to Murray. Bledsoe comes over to help. Knocked away. Stolen by Bledsoe. Goes up, and Bledsoe with the stuff.
Can't lose sight of Bledsoe out there in a blur, and he's so good in transition.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Murray kicks to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Tough to fault him for the struggles of the team so far. He has been solid. It's the rest of the guys that need to come along for the ride.
Now here's Bledsoe. Middleton for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Bledsoe against Murray. Clock at 6. Stolen by Bledsoe. Middleton left side. Over Hernan Gomez. The shot, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Murray against Bledsoe. Murray left side. Craig. No good with the triple.
Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, being capable of shooting is one thing, but being consistent with your shot, another. Giannis getting there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happened.
Yeah. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Passes it to Craig. Bledsoe against Murray. Now the feed to Millsap. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Millsap misses.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Murray against Bledsoe. Murray, good.
Timeout, timeout.
Murray's got 7 points for the quarter.
Just a solid shot. Murray getting into the zone quickly from there.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're up by 21. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Morris against Hill. Morris passes to Young. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Young's shot is off.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Hill with it. Guarded now by Morris. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
Young for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Defended. Whoa!
Wow.
Goodness.
Look out.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. To the middle. Here's Lyles. Yep, that one goes.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here. Is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Brooke. Congrats on the win. How important was this game for you?
You know, it's very big for us. It was a good benchmark. We've been trying to improve every game. You know, we've been getting better these past few games. And, you know, we know these guys are a very good team, so we wanted to come out and make a statement.
You sure did make a big statement tonight, Brooke. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David.